Irving from long range. And another miss by Cleveland. Curry against Irving. A shot by Curry, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Love outside. And there's the pass to James. Drilled from 11 feet out. James has got the opening bucket of the night here for Cleveland.
Finally, somebody knocks down a shot. So far, it has not been pretty.
Thompson outside. The drive by Green. 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. 11 feet away, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's Golden State now. Searching for their first points of the game. And it's Thompson with the jam.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Love kicks to Smith. Nice D from Bogut.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Warriors trail. Curry passes to Green. And Thompson sends it back. But they get it back. Thompson against Smith. It's Thompson off the drive. And that one's good. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night. And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson. Greg, that was a good point. He passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now here's Irving. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shoots from the right block, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Warriors trail by 3. They get a hand on it. 1:02 left in the first quarter of the game. And he gets it to go.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Right side, Green. Passes to Livingston. On its way from Barbosa for 2. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for the Warriors. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 60th. Best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Love with the bucket.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Off the pick, and Speights with the basket on the assist by Barbosa. Speights has got his first basket.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every.
Go back, and I'm able to.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it, and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Iguodala out there with Festus Ezeli, and it's Curry in at the point. So that's the group out there for Golden State. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs, swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Outside Jefferson. And it's the Warriors on the break. Barnes with the ball.
Well, they really started to come on here in the second.
Clark, it's about how much more focused they look offensively here. They're trying to make up some ground.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Three-pointer, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Curry. Shumpert gets a wide-open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Shumpert's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Ezeli. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Curry wide open, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it. Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
That one goes. Count it. Green's got his first points of the game.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Wasted no time on that one. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Dellavedova. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
An excellent point. And some changes here for the Warriors. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Barnes. Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Draymond Green. Oh, that's blocked. A drive by Shumpert. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points. And Thompson making all 9 of his three-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most three-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserves.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. LeBron, he's checked in for Jefferson. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. Screen by Jones. Here's Irving. And he gets it to go. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Here's Clark, guarded by Shumpert. Clark kicks to Livingston. Spates sets a screen. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Livingston. Goes up on the wing. And Irving pulls it down. 16 feet away. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Cavaliers on top, up by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They lead by 5. Kenny, let's go to you. Your opinion on their game so far.
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, they're just not offering enough resistance on deep. You got to keep your guy from scoring. You got to be aggressive. You got to play physical, Ernie. Push them around.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the...
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
They just haven't been able to contain Irving. He has 8 points and some big-time defense with the 3 steals, too.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, filling out the wings at Shumpert and LeBron. Jones is out there with Channing Frye, and it's Irving at the point guard position. And that one's good, Shumpert. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
And there's the 3-second violation. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Thompson. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
That's a 2 from Barnes. They get the rebound. The 3. Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Thompson.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see. That kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Pulls up on the wing, and he overshot that one, missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking. You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
The drive by Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Curry against Irving. 1:56 left here in the third quarter. And Fry slams it in.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and, Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
5 on the clock. Irving misses. Warriors trail by 9. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure. So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
James outside. From deep. Another 3 for Cleveland.
No doubt about it. The consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Curry kicks to Green. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Irving dishes to Jones. Shoots a fader. It's rebounded by Curry. He kicks it to Bogut. Here's Barnes. And the rejection by James. That doesn't go either for Green.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And stolen by Barnes. The third quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 8. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Rush out there with Iguodala. Then there's Maurice Spates. Then there's Livingston. And it's Clark in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Irving. Rush grabs the miss.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Here's Clark. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Clark's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Warriors. Here's Irving. Another miss by Irving. Golden State's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. There's the pick. Here's Clark. Another 3 for Golden State.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Baseline J on the way, and LeBron with the nice bucket inside.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Warriors.
2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
I mean, you couldn't write that stuff, Kevin. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the acrimony between LeBron and the ownership as well as the fans. But you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home.
Yes.
He's home. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
A shot's good from Irving.
And, you know, for LeBron, he knew he had his work cut out for him in Cleveland. A younger team unseasoned in the playoffs. They had to remake the roster a bit and gain that experience.
And a wide open look for Iguodala. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The open shot, Shumpert. Wide open shot is on the money. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And LeBron and the Cavs, I think they'll have a chance to bring that long-awaited championship to the city of Cleveland. But LeBron's return was bigger than basketball. He said it was about hope and inspiring his home state. And no doubt that was accomplished in his first year.
Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Draymond Green comes in for Ezeli. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. The drive by Thompson from deep. Iguodala. No luck. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Irving against Thompson. Irving, good.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 9. 1:52 left in the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Can they get it? And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Outside Irving. Dishes it to Jones. Cleveland moving it around. Screened by Jones. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Good defensive instincts on display there.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
Irving with it. Six to shoot. Screen by Jones. Irving with it. And Curry picks him up defensively.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
Now, here is Irving. From deep three-point range. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Thompson inside the line. Misses off the left iron. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
Yeah, it looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Irving. And another miss by Cleveland. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're behind by 2. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Irving against Curry. And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Now Irving from deep three-point range. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. It's the Oakland, California. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. So Cleveland will get the first possession. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. And it's Curry in at the point.
I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Golden State's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
And here's LeBron outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Warriors trail by 5. Great action here if you're just joining us, about 1 minute into OT.
First personal foul, teams first.
The shot by Iguodala. And Shumpert pulls it down. Shumpert's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The shot's good from Irving.
Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that one from another time zone.
You just watch him pull up, always so dangerous.
Timeout called the Warriors.
They can't guard us.
They're losing by 8. There's 1:54 left in the first overtime.
Spacing.
We're just over a minute into overtime here. Curry passes to Thompson. Back to Curry. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Warriors trail by 8.
James Jones. First personal foul, team second.
Shot from the inbound. That's good.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Here's Irving. Six to shoot. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. And the dunk by LeBron.
And we've seen him do that before. Batter a defense by just exploding to the basket.
Again, Curry missing.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
Outside Irving. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Bogut. And Clark, maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
I don't think it's going to happen, partner.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
Greg went deep for that one.
He did, but I'm hungry now. From deep three-point range, offline. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. They had to scrape and claw to push.